Namaste, I'm Rajendra Koju, the mathematics teacher. First of all, I would like to welcome you all in today's session. And today, here I'm going to teach you mathematics. According to your suggestion, then I'm going to teach you the problems that is related to simultaneous equation and quadratic equation. And we have some borrowed problems that you may feel difficult, and I think we need to have some revision also. Therefore, the question that is related to that chapter, I'm going to revise you again according to your advice and according to your suggestion. Here I have got some question from you. You have given me some questions to solve for you, and so let us discuss on some questions that is I'm going to solve on your demand. Here, let's read the question. Mr. A says to Mr. B. Mr. A is saying to Mr. B, I am twice as old as you were. Up to here only you read first. Here I represent for Mr. A. I represent for Mr. A because I is first person pronoun. First person pronoun always represent for subject. And you is second person pronoun. So you represent for Mr. B. So you must be clear what does it represent for and who is represent for here. So I am just clearly telling you, I is first person pronoun, you is second person pronoun. In this question, I represent for A and you represent for B. Dear students, please, you must have knowledge. You must have some knowledge of grammar as well and tense as well, because this is the question related to mathematics, but you should know, you must know the grammatical knowledge also. You must have grammatical knowledge also. Well, here, so you used to be clear here, Mr. A and Mr. B. So I have already said you that I represent for Mr. A and you represent for Mr. B. Mr. A is saying to Mr. B. What does Mr. A says to Mr. B? I am twice as old as you, mean Mr. A is twice as old as Mr. B. So what is the age of Mr. A and what is the age of Mr. B? That is not given by the question. This is unknown. But finally, let's complete the question first. When I was as old as you are, the sum of their present ages is 35. Here, finally, the question is asking you that find their present ages. You will have to find the present ages of Mr. A and Mr. B. In such kinds of verbal question, then what is the question you find first? What is the question asking you? That you should be clear. The question is asking you to find the present ages of Mr. A and Mr. B. So you suppose, what is the question? The same you will have to suppose here first. So you write here, you suppose let age of Mr. A, let it be X years, and age of Mr. B, let it be Y years. So just we are supposing here, what is the question asking for you? The same we are supposing. Okay, now please let's read carefully this question. Now you just write here now according to the question. Okay, please, here according to the question, I mean to say according to the first statement, we will have to make an equation. So here let's read the first statement, and with the help of this first statement, we will make first equation. So how to make first equation? First of all, let's be clear on it. The question is saying that I am twice as old as you. But the question is not completed here. I represent for Mr. A. We know that Mr. A is X years here and Mr. B is Y years. But X and Y are the present ages of Mr. A and Mr. B. So here you need to understand tense also. Here I am mean I represent for Mr. A. So I mean X years. M, where is M? M is a verb, so there you need to write equal sign. I am twice mean you have to multiply by 2 times. I am twice as old as you mean 2 times of you. But here if there is R, you need to write the present age of Mr. B. But here the question is saying that as old as you were, you were mean you will have to write the age of Mr. B in the past. In the past means certain time period ago. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. So you should know, you should mention the age of Mr. B in the past. You will have to write, because here the tense says that you were mean we will have to mention the age of Mr. B in the past. So for what? How many years before? Here how many years before? To know how many years before, for what, you need to read this statement again, this time clause again. What does the time clause says? So you try to understand. When I was as old as you are. When I was mean when Mr. A was Y years. When Mr. A was Y years. That means you need to understand that, let's suppose this time we know very well that I mean Mr. A. Mr. A is X years now and Mr. B is Y years now, and he is elder. Mr. A is elder, and let's suppose that Mr. B is younger. So the man Mr. A, when he was Y years mean X minus Y years before. You should be clear. I mean to say, once again, when I was as old as you are, mean this statement is stating you that Mr. A is elder than Mr. B. Mr. A is elder than Mr. B, and he is saying that when I was mean he is indicating his time when he was Y years. So it is clearly telling you that X minus Y years before. I'm going to give you an example, please. Let's suppose let's suppose I am now 40 years. I am now 40 years, and then my son is 20 years. You know, my son is 20 years. And sometimes I used to say, I may need to say that when I was 20. That means when I was 20. If this man says that when I was 20 means 20 years before. So 20 years before. To know this time, you will have to subtract the age of them. In the same way, here also, Mr. A is X years old, Mr. B is Y years old, and this person is saying to Mr. B that when I was as old as you are means X minus Y years before. X minus Y years before. How to find the time? I said that we will have to subtract the age difference. What is the age difference? You find first, then you should be clear that the X minus Y years before. So it is clear that Mr. A is saying to Mr. B, when I was as old as you were, when I was as old as you are means X minus Y years before. So we are subtracting age difference here again from Y. Okay, please. We just got, I think, clear idea on this regard. So how this equation has been formed, you should be clear. Once again, I'm here. I represent for Mr. A. So we are writing age of Mr. A here. I am. Where is main verb? Where is verb? There you need to write equal when we prepare equation. I am 2 times. 2 times mean you need to multiply by 2. I am 2 times as old as you. You mean here Mr. B. But you were. So we will have to put here the age of Mr. B in the past. So we are going to write the age of Mr. B in the past. So we are going to subtract. But you should be clear how many years before. Again, you need to mention year time. If say 2 years before, you will have to subtract 2. If 3 years before, you have to subtract 3. But in this question, the time period has been mentioned with this sentence. So you must be clear about this sentence. So I'm going to make you clear about this sentence. This sentence is very important here. Other remaining part is very easy. It is said that when I was as old as you are mean he is going to indicate the time difference, the age difference of them. Age difference of them. What is the age difference that you have to find first? So here the age difference, Mr. A is X years and Mr. B is Y years. So this statement is going to state the time period that is indicated by age difference of Mr. A and Mr. B. So we are going to subtract like this. Okay, just simplification remain. X equal to first let's complete simplification here. Minus into plus minus, x minus into minus plus y, or x equal to plus y plus y 2y minus x. Again we have to disclose the bracket. 2 to the 4y minus into plus minus 2x, x is equal to, or then you will have to write all the terms in the left hand side. X plus y is come to minus 4y, and it comes to left plus 2x, that is equal to 0. Finally we will get 3x minus 4y equal to 0. This is equation number 1 we have got. Again please, the second statement states you here that the sum of their present ages means sum of their present ages. Then x is the present age of Mr. A, y is the present of Mr. B. Their sum mean we have to add them, that is 35. This is equation number 2. Well, just you'll have to solve these two equations. Equation 1 and equation 2 you need to solve. Finally you will get the value of x and y. We have different methods to solve the equation. So here substitution method can be better here. So here 3x is equal to minus 4y goes to right plus 4y, and x equal to 4y upon 3. So where is x? There you can place 4y over 3. Then substituting by substituting the value of x in equation 2, we get, where is x? According to first equation, we need to put the value 4y upon 3 plus y equal to 35. Then LCM you will get 3. 4y plus 3y is equal to 35, or 7y is equal to 35 into 3. Then y is equal to 35 into 3 over 7. Finally we have got 15 years. It means y mean Mr. B is 15 years old. Mr. B is 15 years old. Then to find the value of x, again you can place. Therefore, x is equal to 4y upon 3, we know. 4 into y. You can write 15 for y, 3, then 3 1 ja 3, 3 5 ja 20. That means, then never forget to write the conclusion here. Then age of Mr. A. Age of Mr. A is 20 years. Age of Mr. B is 15 years. You must mention here the conclusion. Don't forget to write the conclusion. Okay, it is also very important. Okay, I think please you understood better. Please, I have already said you that you should be clear in this statement. Thank you.